What is up, guys, and welcome back to YouTube Burlick for a video when I'm going to be showing you guys 4 albums that are all insanely good, but no one really talks about. And some of these are actually, probably about 3 out of these 4 are very, very unknown. And the other one's decently known, but not in our country, I guess. So yeah, these are 4 albums. They're not going to be in any order, but it's just 4 albums that I think, have just, like, they're such great albums overall, and they just, like, don't get any acclaim, they don't get talked about, and to be fair, a few of them have under 100 listeners on Spotify, which is crazy. So yeah, I'm not putting them in any order, so they're just, like, in whatever order I pick up the CD. So yeah, let's get into the video after the intro.
Hands up.
So the first album that I'm going to talk about out of these 4 albums that just no one talks about that I absolutely love is the more known one, but it's not very known in the country. It is Jinjer's King of Everything, which, of course, it has Pisces on it, which is a pretty popular song. But other than that, yeah, no one really knows this album. And the sad thing is, it's a really great album. Jinjer is a Ukrainian band that's pretty popular on Spotify, but not as popular in our country as they should be. And, yeah, it's King of Everything, which is by far their best album, I think, and the talent here is insane. The drummer especially, he might be in my top 10 best drummers, and their singer is a girl, which is interesting for a metal band. She kills it, regular vocals, her belting, and, of course, her metal screaming. So Pisces is, of course, an elite song, which it has, like, the beautiful, clean guitar and bass riffs. I love the lyrics and the ghost notes on the drums. And the heavy parts give chills a lot, and they're all very, very good. And the songs on the album are Prologue, Captain Clock, Words of Wisdom, Just Another, I Speak Astronomy, Sit, Stay, Roll Over. I don't know about that song. I kind of had a seizure when I was reading it. Stroke, actually, because I was like, sit, stay, because they didn't think that it made sense, because it's like, you gotta sit, you gotta stay, you gotta roll over. And then, yeah, Under the Dome, Dip a Sail, Pisces, and The Beggar's Dance. So yeah, as I already talked about Pisces, very, very amazing song. But Prologue, interesting track, Captain Clock, really heavy grindcore-ish. And all these songs on here are all really good, except for, Just Another. It's just another grindcore song, except not as good as Captain Clock. But the highlights on here, which is pretty much all 9 other songs, are amazing. It's a very talented band, and they deserve a lot more recognition than they get, which, as I said, they are a popular band. But they should be popular in other places around the world, because they are a great metal band. So that's my first one for albums that I absolutely love that no one really knows about, which is Jinjer's King of Everything. Check all these albums out. They're all really, really good. So, my second album here is, I don't know, it might be my favorite here, but, it's definitely one of the coolest ones here. It is, Durge the Nameless Explorer by Calloused Wing, which is a band that has maybe, like, I think, like, 20 monthly listeners on Spotify. So, yeah, they are very unpopular, but really, really good post-rock and kind of prog metal band. The songs on here are Durge the Nameless Explorer, which is 3 parts. Haven, Invisible Downpour, Viridian Ocean, and Alone and Away. So there's only 5 tracks, but 3 of them are very long, and one of them has 3 different parts, which the parts of the title track are Echoing Static, Finding Solace Amongst Headstones, and Funeral for a Friend Never Met. I made a review of this album a few videos ago, so check that out if you want, because it's a pretty good video, one of my more popular videos. So yeah, but I absolutely love this album. Of course, I have it signed, which is really, really cool. I think I'm one of, like, the 5 people that's bought a copy, and it's from a YouTuber, Dicky Media Music, which there's no bias here. Saying that, like, it was a bad YouTube channel, but I still bought the album, it would still be really, really good. The talent on here is clear, the drums just kill it the whole time, and the guitars are great, too. The title track and Invisible Downpour especially are insanely good songs. And the fact that I got it signed and that I'm one of the first people, I hope this band blows up, because Calloused Wing is really, really good. Love the mood of the whole album. It's like a dreary, sad. I think this album kind of goes around death, because Durge the Nameless Explorer, the title track involves Headstones, Graveyard, Funeral for a Friend Never Met, Funeral, Haven, which is a form of heaven. Invisible Downpour, Alone and Away. Does that mean you're dying alone? I don't know. It seems to be kind of a concept album. I'm not saying it is, but like it does have some themes around that. But it's a very great album. Maybe my favorite here. But yeah, absolutely insane album. Listen to Callous Swing, guys. Callous Swing is amazing. I don't know if it's in my top 20 favorite albums of all time, but it's one of my favorites right now. Definitely. Check out this band. And for my third album here, I'm thinking of it right now. So it's going to be the self-titled album by Contrastic, which is not, I don't have a CD of it because there aren't any CDs. So yeah, I'll just put like a thing up there or up there. I don't know. So I'm going to put it on. But yeah, so it is it's a grindcore. Yeah, all except for the last album that I'm going to say here are kind of metal because Jinjer is metal. Durge the Nameless Explorer is kind of like a prog rock, prog metal. This is grindcore music, all grindcore. And it's Contrastic, which honestly might just be in my top 10 grindcore albums. It is pretty popular. I think they might have a few over 1,000 monthly listeners, but it's not like Jinjer when they're really popular in Ukraine, or like Callous Swing in the fourth album when there's like under 100 monthly listeners. But still very unpopular. So the tracks on the album, I know the opener song, War Laws. It begins with this kind of like synthy, just like for a minute and a half, just kind of like drum beat. Then it leads into this insane guitar riff, and the lyrics, though you can't really understand them because it's just grindcore screaming, it sounds really good. And the guitar riff and the lyrics, especially on that song, are all really, really good. And then there's Sex with Four Walls, which is another standout track, and I absolutely love the guitars and drums on this whole album. Really underrated album here. And yeah, I really, really like Contrastic. So my last album here is probably the second least popular. Again, like, give Callous Swing a shot. They are amazing. But yeah, so this is Scary the Band, Scary the Land. So it's Scary the Land by Scary the Band, which is a kind of like a, I don't know what to say, kind of like a space pop electronica group. They've been going since I think 2018, and they make lots of comedy music, but this album has 2 songs that make it stand out from the rest. And they do sell their CDs, but this is the only one I wanted because it has those 2 songs. And though I do like their comedy stuff, when they actually like try, they go crazy. I mean, they actually are insane when they try, and that's pretty cool. This was voted as the album of the month of July 2021, so that's pretty cool too. So yeah, Scary the Band, I think maybe has like a few over 100 monthly listeners, but this album, the opener Bicycle, which is I think their most popular song, and the closer, which is a 30-minute epic, which is called National Anthem Part 3, because they made a song called National Anthem 2, because obviously you can't have the first. And then this one is 3, and though it does begin with some like hip-hop beats, which are pretty cool, the second half of it has this amazing guitar like power chords that go on, along with some beautiful ambient music, and the production on the last track is just amazing. Though the band is pretty comedy, when they do their serious stuff, you can tell he's a pretty talented dude. I think it's 2 guys, I'm not sure, might be just 1, but Scare the Land by Scary the Band is a really good album, and though it might be one of my least favorites here, it doesn't matter, because these are 4 albums that you guys need to check out. And if you like more of kind of like ambient and hip-hop, more than metal, like my first 3 albums that I listed here in Contrastic, this is probably going to be the one for you. So yeah, those are my 4 albums. Jinjer's King of Everything, of course, Contrastic, Scary the Band, Scary the Land, and Callous Swing, Durge the Nameless Explorer. These are my albums that you guys need to check out, that nobody knows about. You guys need to check these albums out, okay? Now go check them out. Thanks for watching this video. Now look at this person. And again, thank you for watching today's video. Please like and subscribe, even though Burlick is bad. Anyways, bye.